And we're live. Looking here at live stream 144. Due to scheduling my job primarily, I've not been able to be at the charts here. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, would have been stopped out. So would have took a long through here. It would have been stopped out over here. So not being at the charts actually saved me. On NQ. On ES though. Would have hit target, I think. Yeah, on ES. Entry would have been here. Target would have been hit. Okay. Let's see. Target would have been hit on gold. Would have took the that's it. Oh goodness me, RTY. There's a setup right there. An RTY. Let's see. There's a setup right there on RTY. Goodness me, so the gold would have hit target. I suppose we could try take a re-entry. Move up to 83. The re-entry would have hit target. Goodness me. So I guess I'm long RTY. Don't think I'm going to be filled on the gold trade. So if we get to 83, I'll be closing the position. Well, I'll be cancelling the order. $124.7. Stop. 37.9, that's correct. Goodness me, new candle. That's 4 points. Huh. So can take re-entry longs on ES. On NQ, we need price to get up to the 420s. Of course, I'm in the instrument that's going against me. In RTY. Gold is heading towards that 83, 8 ticks away. So the primary entry would have worked on gold. It looks like the secondary entry would work as well. So I was somewhat fortunate I wasn't here because I would have took a short on RTY and it wouldn't have worked. 82.5, 7. $82.8, so 83 should be getting hit. 83, just hit 83 there, so missed out on that trade. Cancelling the order. The first trade was such a good trade. Entry would have been here. Goodness me. And the re-entry would have been pretty good as well. I suppose that would be slightly offset by the losing YM trade. So, I suppose we can take re-entries on. Suppose we can take re-entries on. On ES if it pulls back. Suppose we can take, it was somewhat higher risk, more re-entries on gold. We're looking at a secondary entry, so they represent more risk. Current range on NQ is only 207 points, so a lot less volatility than yesterday. I believe yesterday we ended up with 746.50 daily range on NQ. Seems RTY here wants to turn around. Well. Make a slightly higher high. Bearish candle. We're seeing selling. Is the S heading to 600? Well, we don't know. Let's think about this. RTY is one of the weaker instruments. As we can see, YM's not through the highs of day. RTY slightly beat the higher day, but it doesn't have the relative strength of NQ. Slightly stronger. ES is of course the stronger of all the instruments, strongest of all the instruments. Of the equities. If selling was to come into ES and NQ, definitely have to think about getting out of RTY because it has the greatest relative weakness. So over on gold, we saw, there we are, prices back at where the entry should have been. We hit 83.5, so 5 ticks above that 83 I was looking at. And now we're seeing selling. We're on to any setups, yeah. I need ES to pull back. Also need NQ to get into the 420s. To be really interesting for me. Oh, there we are. Seems we're going to head up there. Let's make it white. Okay. So NQ seems to be heading into the 420s here, which would make it a candidate for pullback re-entries long. Goodness me. Just shows you how weak RTY is. Barely through the highs. So if we turn around on the two big majors, ES and NQ, would expect an overrepresentation to the short side on RTY because it's just not as strong. It's just not as strong. We'll stick with the plan. Stick with the plan here. Interesting. Come back into an area of pullback. So potentially seeing divergence here. We're seeing the candles being bought up on both ES and NQ as well as YM, but RTY is to the downside. Potentially seeing a second re-entry long here on gold. Requires a breakout of the current higher day though. Presents some risk. It's not without risk. See, this current high of day is well established. Just hit the 417s here. $58 seconds to go. Why is that paused? Seems this is a little bit slow. This trade's going to be slightly higher risk, and the reason being, got a fairly well established higher day. Also, it'll be the second pullback. Those are lower probabilities in comparison to the first pullbacks. May not take it here, depending on how we close. Seems it's going to be a doji. No, I'm going to take it because it's a doji. I'll wait. In time, this could prove to be a mistake, but it's not what I want to see for a potential breakout. Somewhat indecision candle. Don't want it to be bears. If we were to take it, the target would be 85.2, is it? Yep, 85.2. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. Why is this not working? What am I doing wrong? Let's try and take it here. Higher risk trade. Let's see. Higher risk trade, 1 o'clock. We've gone up all day. No. I'm gonna cancel that order. So banking on the breakout. It's not a ton of risk on the trade. Consolidation. No. We've cancelled it a bit one too many times. Thing is, if we do see the breakout, that 85.2 is nothing, considering we're at 83.5. But it's what I saw the other week when I saw prices testing the previous day high multiple times and then saw the breakdown. That's what's in my mind at the moment. Although this is just the current day's high, it's not as significant as the issue I had where it was the previous day's high. Suppose we had the pullback here. I suppose we're here to take risk, aren't we? Let's take the risk. Let's take the risk. Maybe this consolidation through here will just solidify the next leg up. Oh, battery's low. There we are. 75.4. $85.2. Let's see. So NQ now qualifies for pullback trades. Got well into the 20s. Yes, already qualified. Goodness me. Marching up to 60. To that 600. Thinking about it down here at 89, to be fair. But there was no setup. No setup at all. Currently in this gold trade, needing a break through the higher day. Where is that stop? Stop's down at 75.4. Was that a good area? 75.4. 75.4 is a good area. That's a good stop area. Let's have a look at RTY. So target's up at 37.9, currently up at 34. Still some ways to go. Like the fact that we've had a series of consecutive green candles. Seeing a push towards 600 here on ES. Hoping that we don't get to 600 and have a big sell-off. Still seeing strength there in YM. And a push to the upside on NQ. Okay, so we're up on this trade. We know we're up quite a bit on this one. Can we get 35? If we get 35, we'd be about 3 points or 30 ticks away. Yep, 35. About 30 ticks away. Which is quite a bit for RTY. It's quite a bit. I'm hoping that the 600, we're at 597 on ES. I'm hoping that it isn't like some type of psychological, may likely be because it's a round number, psychological level for ES. We pull back from there. Let's see. Just had an alert. What was that? Oh, goodness me. It's probably... Yeah, it's the kind of thing that could see ES pull back. Really just want to see us take out. So we got 16 there, and we got potentially another 20 there. So about 36 if we get to targets. 35.6, just seen a good spike there to the upside. Can we sustain this momentum? 35.7. So we get to that 35.9. Be only 2 points away, but that's still quite a bit in RTY terms. Just put an alert out there at 35.9. Hoping that that push up wasn't the last move up by the bulls. Seeing buying come in here on gold as well. Seems gold definitely wants to go and retest the highs, but anything can happen. Problem is we got RTY. May have been the exhaustion push there on RTY. I'm hoping it's not. Hoping that we can get to that 35.9. Just about 20 ticks away from the target at that point. Still looking for a pullback in ES and NQ. But I'd much prefer RTY to hit target before that pullback. Certainly wouldn't want to hold through it. Can get to target on RTY and gold. Definitely be hoping for a pullback at that point. Oh, I didn't have a look at the YM. What did I have? I had a trade YM yesterday. Let's see. Oh, I think the YM setup would have hit target actually. Just having a look over at YM from yesterday, Wednesday. Oh, just hit 35.9. Why is my P&L like that? That means gold must be pulling back. Yep, gold's pulling back. RTY is up to 36.3. Let's have a look. Okay. 944. Is that right? Yeah, about 944 was the target I had out there on YM yesterday. And yeah, we would have got to that target. So I didn't take the trade because I was mentally exhausted at that point. But that trade would have hit target. That's interesting. It's very interesting. 117 points. Definitely should stay engaged. Definitely a lesson in staying engaged. I felt mentally exhausted. That's the reason I stopped trading. A lot of the exhaustion was avoidable. It's a case of me taking trades that were not of ideal quality, not allowing trades to work themselves out. Taking profits early, over trading. So that gold trade, that NQ trade would have worked out. That's interesting. So potentially would have picked up another 25, 209, being to 230s. Would have been a very good day. Much better than it was. So seeing NQ pull back, still seeing the push on RTY. It's exactly what we want to see here. Want to see this divergence up to target, up at 36.2. I think it's a long way from target there. Quite a long way. Yeah, while that's happening, our gold trade is ran into that resistance. Pretty decent close. RTY. Still anything can happen here. Absolutely anything. Still looking for that 37.9. Just hit 36.5, was it? Yeah, just hit 36.5. 36.7. Wow. About 36.8. Can we get the 36.9? Then we'll be only 10 ticks or 1 point away. 37, 9 ticks away. 0.3, 6 ticks away. Goodness me. 6 ticks. 5, 4 ticks. Come on. 4 ticks away. Goodness me. Oh, I needed to get it on this push. I'm a bit concerned about a pullback here. Got 3 minutes to go. Ideally, would have liked the push to be at the end of the candle. We'll take it. Let's see. Put an alert out there at 37.6. Just got hit. 37.6. Come on. Get the 37.9. So we're holding higher here. I want to see that 37.9. 37.7. 8. Come on. 9. There we go. Fantastic. Target got hit right there. 16.5. Picked up. Minus commissions. Of course, we're down. 16. Hanging around on gold. Gold has been a pain. Back to break even here. Got a decision to make. We did say this was a higher risk of gold because of the well-established resistance here to the upside. So looking for a pullback across the indexes on NQ, ES and RTY, as well as seeing as YMA set up for a primary setup long, which is interesting considering the failure of the short this morning. Maybe the long would be the case, but we'll see. Still the risk of us being stopped out on gold, and a stop out on gold would wipe out our profits, take us negative on a day due to the amount of risk we've got on the trade. If we hold to stop out. I did say we were going to hold to target or stop. So tempting to close this out. Let's see what happened during Europe. Move up, pulled back, consolidated, broke out during the US session, gone up into consolidation. Currently 148. Do we see major profit taking at the end of day here? So we've got to target on RTY. RTY now qualifies for re-entry longs. NQ first trade would have stopped us out. Haven't had the opportunity for a re-entry long. Had a pretty low range at the start. When I came to the charts, it was 207 points. Imagine it's expanded beyond that at this point. Let's have a look. Current range 257, so we've added 50 points of range, primarily to the upside. Seeing a continued strength on RTY here. That's what I like to see. Seeing a bit of a pullback on gold. And like I said, the very next setup may be YM. The issue with YM is actually testing these highs. There must have been some news at 8:30. This candle looks like a news candle. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the economic calendar. PPI. Had PPI news at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's interesting. Oh wow. Trade through the 40s on RTY. Trade through the 2140s. Interesting stuff. Seeing the buying come back in there on gold. Good stuff. This very next candle is not going to set up for a long gone YM. So what we'll do is we'll step away from the charts. Of course, we're going to leave the stream running. We'll step away from the charts for now. Patiently wait to see if we do get a pullback long on both ES and NQ. From a daily chart perspective, NQ we can see came down to the 200, found support there, tested it a couple of times. Very large candle yesterday. Seen fairly solid buying here. Definitely be looking for price to come in towards that the 640s. Not sure if we're going to get that today, but you never know. Well, we've about 2 hours to the market close. Can we do 200 points? The volatility doesn't seem like it's there, but you just never know with these things. And now with this volatility that we're seeing, we may get the setup on YM. So, got to keep an eye out. Seeing that buying coming in there on gold. You see, yesterday gold was my nemesis, and today, if I was available, could have had a pretty good day so far on gold. May still do, because a re-entry just missed it by the time I got to the computer. That would have hit target at 83. This current trade still working. Of course, it may still go to a loss, but if that works, we'd be had 3 trades working on gold, which is pretty good. Pretty good stuff. But can't count my chickens before they hatch, because we still need to break the highs a day. Need to break through the 83.5s. Let's put an alert over 83.6. Let's do 84.3. Set some alerts up there at those levels. Keep an eye over on YM. Let's see. It's a difficult one. No, it's 50 seconds to go. I don't imagine it's gonna set up. Don't see it setting up here. I just hit 27. What's going on gold? What's gold doing? Okay. 82.9. Hoping this move up isn't just a move to dump. Hoping they just don't get to the higher day and then just dump the whole thing. I'm hoping that this is a move up. Probably pause. then break out with rapid volatility. So seems the next candle close, as long as it isn't like a huge bearish close, it's going to be a setup long on YM. Going to take this setup if it does materialize. We'll see. How long to candle close? 2 minutes 43 seconds. Okay, so 16, 25, take us up to 40. Okay, so it takes us up to 40. Potentially another takes us up to 60. Then we've got to stay locked in. Got to stay locked in. Got to stay locked in. Saw 29, so let's see. We need to. Problem is, it's like this has just been a relentless move to the upside. It would be nice if we'd had a pullback in the meantime, some point, showing the market getting a bit of a rest. But hey ho. Because it seems like we had a breakout down here. Breakout down here. What did we say we're going to do this month? We're going to take the trades. Because at this point, this could still turn negative, but it's talking about not taking this trade. And look at it. It's up 10. Minute to go. A minute to go. Let's see what we do here. Wow. 20 seconds to go. Five. Too long. system says to go long. So that's what we do, right? 164 is our target. $41,030 is our stop. Goodness me. Gold must be flying down. Oh, it is. Huh. It's running to these highs and it's flying back down. I noticed the P&L wasn't up at 29. I noticed it's back down to 19. Goodness me. Suppose it's not being helped that YM's now not going in my favor. 164. Let's move this up to 164. What's gold doing? Is gold gonna have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 consecutives? Would you really need to hold it down to the stop? Oh, well. You took the trade, so. 66. This certainly won't offset the gold trade if we get to target on YM. Certainly not. Certainly not. That's another 16 and a half. And we're losing about 25 on gold. If we were to be stopped out, we're down negative 8.5. Significant dent. Still could lose on both of them, to be honest. Is this a double top? Should I just take it as that? It's coming to these highs, selling, consolidation, retested the highs, seeing selling again. We said we're going to hold to target or stop, so. Goodness me. YM's at, not YM, NQ's at 467. I remember when I was talking about the 420s to look for pullbacks. And we've gone into the 470s. Goodness me. And we have ES through the 05s. It's all about the 600s, but look at that. Seeing quite a lot of volume on this move down. A lot of volume. Seeing a lot of volume on this move down. A lot of volume. Well, a decision to make. Well, we did say we're going to hold the target or stop, so let's do that. Despite how painful it's going to be. Because if this was to turn around and break out after I've gotten out, I'll be feeling FOMO like yesterday. Probably chasing the market. Compounding bad trade after bad trade, so. I'm just going to stay here. put through it. YM isn't looking good though. About to have our possible third consecutive red candle. That's not what we want to see after entering a position. Though we've made this decision, so we're saying there was a big risk because of these highs. Seller just hanging around up there. Well, we broke the highs. Could just have sellers camping out, waiting for their chance. Could have some skittish bulls as well. As soon as they've seen some weakness, could think, we're gonna go. Nope, said we're gonna hold to target or stop. I think I'm just gonna have to walk away. Getting tempted here. Getting tempted. Thing is, NQES and RTY really need to pull back a fair bit to give signals for re-entry longs. Problem is I'm already in a long gone YM. So maybe it's a case of maybe I should have waited. But I took the system as it's designed, so we'll see. We will see. Let's see, so you know what, they're quite a bit away, so I'm gonna walk away from the charts, have a little bit of a break. If we get stopped out on YM and gold, then so be it. I'm gonna step away from the charts. RTY may pull back into an area to buy again, and also NQ. RTY is the best candidate, it's pulling back the most. But we've got a trade on YM, so we'll keep it on here for now. Stop isn't far away. Seems like the two miners are trading together, YM and RTY. Seeing that sharp selling there, it's been followed through. Seeing buying across gold. Ideal world, then if I'm going to have to lose, win on gold, lose on YM. Problem is we're 82.6, targets all the way up at 85.2, whereas on YM we're at 65, stops down at 30. Need to walk away here to have a break. Oh, come on, that's definitely going to hit target. Nope, leave the trade alone. I have to leave it alone. I've got to leave it alone. It's so difficult. It is so difficult. Let's see what gold's doing. Gold is still hanging around at 83. Come on, gold. Get it together. Get it together, gold. Did say that there's quite a bit of selling that's required for NQ and ES to get to their pullback levels. Problem was going to be how would that be represented across YM? Pullbacks on NQ and ES could see YM fall through the stop before. What's going on here? There's no guarantee that a pullback will give a re-entry long. Gold is just hanging around, being a pain in the medulla. Let's keep an eye on YM. Seeing more selling across RTY. Really 230 New York. On a slower day like this, if I could get a category 10 green day, I'd be pretty happy. Doesn't seem like it's a kind of day that's going to have huge target, especially considering the fact that I wasn't here around the open. So if I could see a category 10 green day, I'd be very happy. That'd be somewhat over performance on a day like this due to the circumstances. Definitely would be overperformance on my part. But we'll see. Could still turn into a red day. That's something I have to bear in mind as well. So we've come into an area where we could potentially have a re-entry long on RTY. So let's keep an eye over there. Keep an eye over here on RTY. Interesting price action here on gold. Seems we want to break these highs. Let's see. 83.5. That was the previous highs. Can we get to 83.6? Hoping that we don't break the highs and dump. Seem to be held up here. Hoping that we build enough strength and we just break out strongly through to 84. Nope. Selling element still there. Ah, goodness me. Why won't these bears just go home? Why can't these bears just go home? Up today, 3.5, and the bears are still there. Goodness me. Oh, so we've got 83.6. 83.5. That's interesting. So that 83.5, 83.6. That's the area. It's interesting. So we really need to get to 83.7. That's what we need to get to, 83.7. Let's get to 83.7 and hold. Really shake the bears to their core. About a minute to go. Doesn't seem like the pullback long is going to set up here. Stay engaged for now. "36 seconds to go." It's not the sort of thing I want to see. I don't want to see the candle making new lows in the final 30 seconds. Definitely seems like the YM's going to get to stop. Let's see. So no pullback long on RTY. Had a bearish candle off the highs there on gold. Thing is, we closed bullish on NQ. Somewhat indecisive on ES. Seems like the two miners just appear weak. It's almost impossible for the stop not to be hit now. Almost impossible. But we'll stay disciplined here. Because you never know. You just never know. You just never know. About to make new highs on the day on NQ. Unbelievable. I'd love to be in NQ at the moment, but it just happens that there is no setup over there. We've not pulled back enough to set up over there. Goodness me. Wow. This sort of action gives you FOMO to think about all sorts of ways you could justify getting in, but trying to stay disciplined. So it's RTY at the moment. Need better action off it. Still just seems weak. So it's gone negative. RTY just seems weak. Really weak. Oh my gosh. You gotta stay engaged here just in case. Seems like we're gonna get set up here. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, long. It's taking a long there on RTY. Looking for 42.2, which is a pretty nice target because it's below the current higher day. 42.2. It's not that far away relative to the highs of the day. $30.8. Okay, that's interesting. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get to that 42.2. Who knows? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We got about 5 there. Let's see, what would that work out to if we were to get target? 13.5. Back up to 83. Can we break through the 83.5 and the 83.6 this time? Goodness me. Up to 83.1. 0.2. Really need them to go up there and clear out. What would that be? If you were short, it'd be buy stops, right? Trigger the buy stops, which are buy orders. Is that right? I believe so. So we're up to 29. Can we get to 30? Nope. Nope. Let's have the RTY pulling us down. RTY. Thing is, I can't be too overly critical on RTY because RTY is what's given us our profit so far. Although it seems like he wants to take it all back. Seems RTY wants to take his profits back. I'm just going to walk away and come back. Let's see. On this push, can we get to 30? Nope. Goodness me. Why can't we just get... Oh, there we are. Finally up to 30. Now, what should I look at? Let's have a look at gold. It's going to finally break out. Got 83.5, 83.6. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Seems RTY and YM are about to pull back into an area where I could look at buying. Okay, so gold, it wants to go up and test 83.4. Come on, let's get this breakout. Come on. Let's get it. 3.4. Building this base here, building a little bit of a base camp. Hoping the base camp is being built to break out to the upside. Goodness me. Oh, goodness me. RTY is going in the entirely wrong direction. Why can't we just simply spike through? I'd love if we just spike through $4 or something. The only solace I can take from it at the moment is, despite the fact that we've not been able to break out, the bears haven't been able to turn the market around. They're constantly being tested. It's the only thing. That's one of the few things which is positive for me at the moment. And that could quite easily not be the case. I'll keep it at this aspect. Seeing buying there on YM, back up to break even. RTY, some buying on this wick here. Really need to see a breakout. Hoping it's not a false breakout. Oh, goodness me. Imagine if I wait for a breakout, we break out, falsely break out, and then slam all the way to the downside, taking out the lows down here. Down at 73.3. So we're up to 83.3 at the moment. Need to take out the 83.6s. So it's a good little base camp there at 83.3. Good close. So we just need 3 ticks to retest the highs. 4 ticks to make new highs. hoping that we break to new highs. We see rapid momentum take us through the 84s, take us to the mid 84s. Quick dollar. Yeah, we had a dollar. Oh, there we go, 83.7. So broke to new highs there by a tick. Want to see sustained momentum here. Want to see 83.8 all the way up to 84 pretty quickly here. That's what I want to see. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Goodness me, don't go back. Certainly not. Hit 83.7 there. Let's see. Hit 83.8 actually. Hoping to see some sustained momentum here. Takes us up to the 84s. The longer we hang around here below the 83.6, the less confident I am. Wanted to see buyers really step in. Really step in. But they're not stepping in. Okay. YM. That's going for us. Previous highs are about 133. Targets in 164. So let's put an alert over at 135. Put an alert over there at 135. Around about just above the previous highs. Let's see if we get that picked up. Still struggling here. Come on. Come on. The problem is, see, we could close it here. Realize the gains, but it's not part of the plan. It's not part of the plan. Plan's 85.2. So gotta just hold regardless of the outcome. Yeah, goodness me. We see we're just gonna make new highs by a couple of ticks and then dump. On a break of the highs, I want to see real momentum coming to the market, showing that the sellers are nowhere to be found, but do have to take into account the time of day nuances. We are after the 2:30 New York period, and that tends to be when gold slows down by a huge amount. That's what I wanted to see. Move up through the 84s, just hit 84.1. I think we hit 84.2. 84.2 got hit there. This is what I want to see. I want to see that momentum take us up into the mid 84s, 84.3s. There we go. Got an alert set at 84.4, I believe. That should soon be being hit. Setting a new alert at 84.6. Let's see. Alert at 84.3 hasn't been triggered yet for some reason. Very odd. Very odd. 84.4 alert triggered. That's what we want to see. Got some alerts up at 84.6. This is what I want to see. I want to see that breakout here. This long held resistance. 84.6. That alert's now been triggered. Can we get triggered here? Why the alerts aren't being triggered? Maybe we need to get to the tick above for the alerts to be triggered. There we go. 84.7. 5 ticks away. 5 ticks away. 84.7. 84.8. 4 ticks. Thing is, while this is doing this, we got RTY being a pain in the back, to be honest. Why is it turning around? Whatever. Oh, wow. Target got filled right there. So, that's 85.2. Target got hit. So, I was reluctant to take the trade off the doji. Eventually, decided to take the trade. And we picked up 24.5 there. So, following the plan worked itself out. Let's look at what RTY. So, I've realized 40. Let's see. RTY's been a pain in the back at the moment. Could still lose over here. NQ is going, not NQ, YM's going for us. A slight bit. We need to clear this 133 though. Got an alert set up at 35. Looking for that 64. If we pick that up, we're looking at picking up about 16 and a half. Brings us up to about 55. Problem is we've got the RTY, which is not going in our favor. Could get the RTY going in our favor and get to target. Pretty close to the Cat 10 green day that I'm looking for today, which would be a really fantastic performance if we can get the Cat 10 green day on a day where I've come to the market at about lunchtime. So let's see here. Let's see what YM wants to do. We need to see that break of that 135. Still seeing strength on ES and NQ. Thing is, I just don't have a setup to get in. That's the only thing over there. No setup. Zero setup. Zero. Okay. Hoping that the other indexes can drag our RTY with them, but RTY is so non-compliant at the moment. Got what looks like it's going to be a fourth consecutive red candle, showing absolutely zero buying momentum. Absolutely zero. Sort of thing you'd think to get out, but did say what the plan was this month. Hold to target or stop. But if we were to turn around, goodness me, we'll be up at the 60s. Wouldn't be too far at that point. Well, the thing about it is the relative risk isn't really that much, because if we were to get the YM target and lost an RTY, they both offset one another to a degree. So it would still be around probably the high mid-30s to 40. And if we were to then get a positive result on a setup on on NQ or ES, could still in theory get a category 10 green day. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So it seems we got to 85.7. It's pulling back a little bit here. Goodness me. RTY, what are you doing? What are you doing? Seems you want to go to stop out. Let's see. I'll just accept it. We're at 22 at the moment. Looking for the alert at 35 to be triggered. See more selling here on RTY. We get stopped out here. I'm going to disqualify RTY for the rest of the day. RTY needs to get back above 37.7. That we will, but you never know. You just never know. Because as ES and NQ are about to pull back into what could possibly be long trades, RTY, due to it having greater weakness, is likely to fall through the stop. But we'll see. There we go. Yeah, that's the kind of action that... So we've had 4 consecutive bearish candles. Yeah, definitely looks like it's going to get to the stop out. But we'll see. We'll stay disciplined here. Oh wow. So stop got filled across the board. So stopped out on RTY, stopped out on YM. Wow. Huh. Bearish engulfing candle. It's interesting. So from up 40 to only being up 7. Goodness me. Wow. Mm. Thing is, we're about to get a, let's see, about to get high volume counter candle. Now, what do? Do we take the high volume counter candle in the direction of the candle, or do we wait got about a minute 50, got about 2 minutes to make a decision here. Do we wait to take what could be a pullback long? Well, no, this is a counter candle. Clearing it up with high volume. We know that. High volume counter candle. High volume counter candle. Breaking the uptrend. Need to make a decision here. High volume counter candle. Was this designed to just clear out? You know what? I'm gonna go short. Gonna go short. Gonna go short. Short, short, short. Short across all the big major indexes. Looking for 31.50 on NQ. 31.50. Looking for 73 on ES. RTY. Looking for 123.1. 123. 0.1. $8.73. 8.73. 139. $501.75. 'Oh, you're joking me. Oh no. Oh no. Should not be doing that. $6.10.25. $137.7. 137.7. Seems I made a mistake here. Yeah, seems like I made a mistake. I decided to go with the short, but it seems like it was the long. Should have been patient and waited for the long. Should have been patient and waited for the long. You know what? Let's not compound. Let's see. Why would I want to be short in the market anyway? No. Oh, goodness me. Where's that flatten button? Let's see. Got off my screen. You know what? Let's see. Let's see, so that's where it's supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to be. That's there. That's there. And that's there. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna flatten. So I'm down. And just take the trades that should have been taken. Should have been a pullback long. Should have been a pullback long. Let's not compound a mistake. There's no reason to take the short, so realize 42 minus 52. Target was 1875. 1875. I should have been looking at pullback longs. Let's see. Stops down at 81. $81. $541.50. 541.50. 541. 541.50. $66.75. 66. 66.75. So I should have been looking at pullback long. So after this escapade here, what did I lose? How did I figure that out? Oh, it's been hidden. 22.75. That doesn't matter as much because we'd pick that up on that order there. Lost 16. Lost 5, which isn't too bad. Lost 12, which isn't too bad either. Because of that spike in volatility, I think I'm going to take the YM and RTY trades here. Seeing as YM's going to set up first. So what was it before? I think I was up by 7, was it? Down by 52. So I lost like 59. Goodness me. Why can I not execute? Thing is, if this thing sells off now. No. We said we were looking at pullback long, so the only problem is going to be that extra 59 that we lost because we went short first time around. So let's see what we got on ES 20. About 51 plus 94 is 93,000. What? That's not right. 44. Yes. So we need some help. So I'm going to need some help here. So I'm going to take the RTY, hoping that that move that we saw with the bears was their last attempt. So this will be like another re-entry long. Long. So long RTY 42.6. So I'm treating it like a re-entry long, even though we lost on the previous one. At 27. If we get the setup long on Y, I'm going to take that as well. So even though we're stopped out, I'm going to take it. NQ, looking for that move to 541.50. If this volatility can sustain itself, then should be able to get it. I'm not sure. 541. Don't need this market to go back into low volatility. That's what I don't need. I need if it's going to false to the downside. I need to... Come on. Don't do this crap. What is the actual range on NQ? 298. About to set up, about to take this long here as a re-entry. Yep. Just took the long there as a re-entry on YM. 975 stop. Target's in the right place. Let's see. Not sure if I'll get targets on NQ and ES, but if we can get targets on YM and RTY, somewhat get into the offsetting of some of those FOMO losses. Thing is, if we get to the target on both NQ and ES, would have picked up 42, which would mean we'll be down 10. Then from there, we wouldn't really need much. on across NQ and ES to wouldn't need much to be in profit, but volatility is just not there. The volatility came in and it's just died. The volatility's just died. Last thing I need is what I'm seeing on NQ at the moment. So I'm waiting for prices to get up through the highs around 34. Really looking for that 35. Goodness me. Looks like today is going to be a losing day. Thought with this setup candle here that we could see the move higher, but we've just failed over and over and over again. So the buyers came back in, but we failed to head towards the highs. Ideally, we'd like to hit target on YM. That would somewhat offset the likely loss on RTY here. That's interesting. What's happening there? Some buying. What's happening over here? Buying. Seeing selling. Thing about it is, don't think there's enough volatility, but if we were to get to target on NQ and ES, that would be enough, even if we were to be stopped out on RTY and YM, but can't see us going all the way up to, where is it now? Need 100 points in the next 19 minutes. Doubt it. So we've just gone through the 35s on YM. Through the 40s. Target's up at 59, so we're about 19. At 40, we're 19 points away. 19 points on YM, or 19 ticks on YM here. 18, 17, 16. Just got to 43. 45, got 14, got to 46, 13. Let's see. There we go, 12 ticks away. We just got to 47. Needed to break out here. Up towards the 60s. Goodness me. Need us to sustain these higher prices. Come on, sustain these higher prices. Seeing some buying there on NQ as well. Not much, only 14 points. Got to 47. I got to 48 actually. Didn't notice that, so we're 11 points away. 11 points or 11 ticks, however you want to put it. Hoping that we're just building a base here to go higher. 13 seconds to go. That's what we want to see. We want to see a push into the close of the candle. 8 seconds to go. Definitely want to see another push here. Okay. Close a little bit off the highs. 15 minutes to close. Let's see if we can get these 14 points here. It was actually a setup on gold. I didn't want to take it because I thought it was a bit too late in the day. Did we make a new high? Seems like we did. Got to 51, which was 8 points or 8 ticks away. Goodness me. Problem we've got is NQ starting to sell. Goodness me. Goodness me. NQ. Don't need you to drag down YM here. Really don't need that. I said I'd wait to target or stop, so I'll have to accept it even if it comes all the way back. Up to 42. How high did I get? 52, 51, I think. Yeah, I got to 51. Oh no. Seems that NQ is pulling it down. Both NQ and ES. Gonna try to stay disciplined here. Stick with the plan. Hold on a sec. I'm about to be stopped out on RTY. Not really. Why can't we just have some divergence here and have YM go up instead? Goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Hoping this is a fake out move to the downside on NQ. Fake out for it to go higher, but you just don't know when it comes to the end of day. Seeing gold rally. Come on. Yeah, this RTY definitely seems like it's coming for this stop. Got imbalances coming out, so we'll see. So imbalances should come out now. Who knows what's going to come. Hoping it's a buy. Just never know. Just don't know with these things. This first move could be a false move. Would have liked the move up to be stronger than it's been showing. I'm just watching NQ and YM on another chart. We're up to 30, but that's still a long way away. Still 29 points, so. See, we just got a shock there. At 37, couldn't even get to 40. The fact that we're getting shocked right there without breaking the highs. Problematic. It's definitely problematic. Seeing a crazy amount of, oh, goodness. CNQ's gone negative. That's dragging down the P&L. So to ES. Need quite a bit of work here. Quite a bit of work. Actually need a break of the higher day. Current highs a day. 51. How likely is that to happen? Struggling. Oh, come on. Come on. Market just seems heavy. See, this is dragging it down. Making new lows. New candle. Big volume on that candle. And this candle here. Hoping that the buying that we're seeing here briefly can take YM up to target. Doesn't seem to be translating across to YM though. Instead we're seeing selling. Currently at 120. I need to get to the 60s. So I need 40 points in about 4 minutes. to 32, 37, 22 points now, about 3 minutes 30. 20 points in about 3 minutes 20. It seems a lot more realistic now. 20 points. So we need to see this push through these highs. Oh, come on. Goodness me. NQ's almost back to break even. Not quite though. Oh my gosh, he's gone flipping. Oh my gosh. Well, let's get ready to close all positions. Minute 28 to go. Doesn't seem like we're going to get that 159. One minute 12 seconds to go. I'd like for the market to just spike up there, but doesn't seem like it. 58 seconds to go. Market's moving too slow. $34 seconds to go. See this move, the moves up aren't just being sustained, it's just move up, pulls back, move up, pull back. Buyers aren't in complete control. 15 seconds to go. Still at 41.37. Just hit 48. Let's see. 5 seconds to go. Flatten. Oh, so just with a hit target up there. Oh, where did I get out then? Got out at 52. Target would have been hit up at 59, but it is what it is. Let's see what we did on NQ. Was that break even? That was pretty much break even. 5.5. Cross ES. 13. Oh, actually made some profits there. RTY. That was a losing trade. 5.5. Okay. Which one was this? Oh, that was the trade I took. Okay, so a losing day. A fairly small losing day. It's a kind of losing day I could live with. The large portion of this loss should have been a winning day, really. A large portion of the loss was a 4 more trades short. Lost quite a bit doing that. But a small losing day. Suppose it breaks the winning streak a little bit, but a small losing day is a good day in my books. So with that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.